Good morning, everyone. This is MD Varshid Khan, your friend, philosopher, and guide. Welcome back to wbcs for all. Today, I am going to discuss the strategy of wbcs Mains 2019. Since most of you have told me via Facebook and other social media that kindly make a video on preparation strategy of mains. Okay, there are a little bit information about me. That is, I qualified 2017 WBCS as executive, and in 2016 I was a CTO, that is also WBCS Group A. Currently I am working as assistant commissioner. Before that I also qualified inspector BCW, LIC, AD, railway, minor development officer, etc. Now what is WBCS mains? As you can say, WBCS pattern, it is the pattern of prelims and then come to mains. Mains consist of, as we know, 4 compulsory papers, 2 optional papers and 2 language papers. Okay, how to prepare for English, I have made a separate video on WBCS mains, how to prepare for mains. You can go and search on YouTube, you will get it. And today I will tell you the strategy of subject wise of mains. Now first come to the history. As we know that in history is divided into 2 parts. The first one is ancient to medieval history, and then come to freedom movement, or you can say modern India. For ancient and medieval India, I strongly recommend the book of Poonam Dalal Dahiya for mains perspective. You can qualify the prelims, but you can't qualify the mains by any book apart from that. It is a very authentic book and provides a lot of information. And for mains, I will highly recommend the book of Spectrum's Rajiv Ahir of modern India. Now what will happen in mains? You have to make a different strategy altogether. Take an example, last year when I gave mains in 2017, I scored near about, you can say 92 to 93 in history, because I was very well acquainted with these 2 books, okay. And after completing the book and reading the book twice and thrice, now the most important part, that you have to purchase this book, that is Tarun Goyal's 6250 MCQ for every subject. In 6250 MCQ, you will get the MCQ of every subject, and you have to solve the MCQs. Suppose I have completed 1 chapter from Poonam Dalal Dahiya, it is of Maurya period. Then after completing the chapter, I have to solve all the MCQs of that chapter from this book. You can take the book 6250 MCQ or 11,000 MCQ by Poonam Dalal of Tarun Goyal. It is a very good book and it is not very costly. You will get around 200 rupees, 180 rupees. Okay. Now how to solve the MCQs, that is important. Now take the example. For example, in the question, what is the correct sequence of the following events? Lucknow Pact's introduction of diarchy, Rowlatt Act and partition of Bengal. Now what I used to do when I used to prepare for mains, suppose Lucknow Pact, I will not just solve the question, I will solve each options. Why Lucknow Pact? In the near, you can write from the pencil that Lucknow Pact is in 1916. You can say the merger of the Congress. You can say joint delegation of Muslim League along with Congress, and that is Lucknow Pact. What is introduction of diarchy? You can say right 1909, and the subjects will be divided into 2 parts. Okay, one part will be controlled by popular ministers and one part will be controlled by the governors. Now what is the Rowlatt Act? You can say the Rowlatt Act in 1919, and what happened in Rowlatt Act? The British, it is a draconian law. British took all the powers, and now they can arrest anyone without any you can say procedures. What about the partition of Bengal? You can say right in 1905 and just beginning of Swadeshi movement. So in this way, you can say that I have solved 4 questions in a single MCQ. And when I will revise the same MCQ, I don't need to revise the same question again. So you don't have to solve the question, you have to explain the question. You have to explain the answers. So whenever we will revise, you will get a very good knowledge. And this thing will apply not into the history, in geography, in every subject. You have to explain the things because the mains is very conceptual, okay. And what you have to do, you have completed MCQ, you have completed the chapter reading, then first of all you have to solve the relevant questions from a scanner, WBCS scanner, that is the previous year questions of mains and prelims. I am getting you 100% guarantee that out of 800 MCQ which is going to come in the mains, now you will get 120 to 130 MCQs from the previous year's mains and prelims question. So first solve the question of that chapter from a scanner, previous year question, then come to the relevant chapter of Tarun Goyal. Okay, now you have to adopt this strategy in every subject. Complete 1 chapter, open a scanner, solve all the relevant question, then solve Tarun Goyal book of 6250 MCQ. It is more than sufficient. Now After completing history, you have to move to geography. I have already discussed. In geography, you have to complete the geography of 9, 10, 11 of NCERT, then you can say Kartik Chandra Mandal, and again solve all the questions from scanner, then solve the questions from Tarun Goyal. Now come to the economy. Same thing will apply. I have told you that in economy what you have to do, there is a static part, there is a dynamic part. You have to solve the static part from Indian economy, and for dynamic parts you have to refer some online materials regarding surveys, budgets, what is the current fiscal deficit, what is the current account deficit, what is the, you can say, estimated projected growth of GDP, what is Indian ranking in SDI, what is the Indian ranking in ease of doing business. So for this there is a dynamic portion, you have to make a notes. Okay. Now come to the polity. I have seen the questions of this year, you can say WBCS prelims. Even I have given prelims also, and the polity is very changed. You know that they are asking polity on the level of UPSC. So what you have to do in polity, you have to complete Lakshmikant book, and in the end of Lakshmikant you will get all the question of UPSC prelims from 90 to 2019 or 18 onwards. You have solved all the question. It will be given in the end of this book. Remember this book. And then Lakshmikant has also provided 300 MCQs. You have to solve from them. After completing, you have to move to the book of Indian polity, objective of Indian polity. And in polity, you have to go into depth because the PSCs are asking questions like that. Okay. So we have completed history, we have completed geography, we have completed economy, we have completed polity. Now come to the important thing, that is the science portion, and the paper which is consist of science, the paper which is consist of current affairs and GK. In this thing, you can say I am telling the details strategy. Now for general science, I personally recommend to go to the Venus publication book, because in this book there are all questions of general science which are asked in railway, has given in very detailed, and it is very exhaustive. If you will solve the question, you will be able to attend maximum from science section. So I strongly recommend the book of Railway General Science by Venus publication. The book cost near about 120 to 130 rupees. Apart from that, the same thing for general studies of paper 2, I'll recommend the book of railway. It is very good book. You will get all the questions which has been asked in the railways, and they make in a chart wise, means in one chart they will discuss all the relevant information, in another chart they will solve all the relevant question, and there are more than 1000 sets are given there. So if you will follow this book, you will get the general static, the static part. For example, the questions come now, what is the diameter of the cricket field, which term is related to which sports, who went to that place on the very first time, who went to space on the very first time. This type of GK questions comes, and you will get all this type of question in this book. Apart from that, for environment, you can go Lucent General Studies, Ecology and Environment, or you can go to the Shankar IS Academy. No issues. You can take any one of the book. Apart from that, what will happen? If for NCERT, if you will get the time, the Tarun Goyal GK book, in the last you will get science section as well as GK. If you wish, you can go to that also. Now, what come to the computer section of that paper? For computer, you should go from the Lucent computer. You will get subjective as well as objective question in the book. The book cost is near about 80 rupees and very much feasible. You can revise it multiple times. Now come to the current affairs section. You know the current affairs section, what you can do, I personally recommend that you can go to the Hindu Diary of Events, you can say the Vision IS monthly current affairs material, and in the recent days I have seen that the SI classes are providing their current affairs on their official website, that is www.siclasses.com, and you will get the relevant current affairs in a very exhaustive form. Means you don't need to read much. They will provide the, you can say, current affairs of every month in 12, means in 1-2 pages. And you will get the entire current affairs in 12, 13, 15 pages. I did the same while I was giving mains in 2019. In the 10 to 12 page, I got maximum current affairs. So I will recommend you can download current affairs of SI classes. You will get on its website free of cost. And for mathematics, the key is the mathematics. I have practiced a lot of mathematics from these two books, that is Rakesh Yadav Mathematics 7300 and the Rakesh Yadav Reasoning. And I am telling you, in 2016 when I qualified, I attempted 187 questions in mathematics and most of them were right. In 2017 when I qualified in WBCS Executive, again I attempted 191 and most of them were right. So I will strongly recommend to go through these two books. Okay, and if for any further information, you can ask me on Facebook. You can ask on my Facebook, you can ask in the comment section, and do share and promote the video. And if you want to make more videos on any subject, kindly know me via comment. And if you want to make me video in Bengali also, kindly inform me via comment section in the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. One more thing, do share and promote the video. If you want to join any of the coaching classes, most of the people are asking, sir, whether I should join or coaching. I will tell you, if you haven't joined any classes till then you don't need to join for mains also. If you haven't taken any coaching, then you don't need to join. And if you are preparing fresh for 2020, you can opt any one of the coaching classes. Don't go for big names, okay? Just go for a person who can clarify your doubts, because you will get all the information in book. Okay, thank you very much. Do share and promote the video. Give your opinion in the comment box. Thank you.